Valtteri, let's start with you. How are you settling into your new team? How different is the experience proving to be?
Settling in, it's definitely a bit of a project always to go to a new environment, get to know a lot of new people, the way the team works. But it's been pretty smooth transition and day by day learning more. But yeah, feeling comfortable and enjoying it.
What about the car? Difficult shakedown in Barca. Have things gone better here?
They have. We've been able to fix, most of or pretty much all of the issues we had in Barcelona. We still have faced, especially yesterday, some other new issues, but nothing serious, luckily, but time-consuming, unfortunately. Day one was really good, solid. Yesterday, not quite as many laps as we wanted, but now Guan Yu had a good morning, plenty of laps and some quality tests. So one more afternoon to go, and I hope we can make the most out of it.
Great. Thank you, Valtteri. Esteban, let's come to you. Summary of the test from your point of view, please.
Yeah, it's been a very good Bahrain test in general. I was very pleased with having the best day of testing so far on my last day of the test. Completed the whole program, done more than 100 laps. We get a good understanding on how the car felt. Could use different tires in the proper race conditions. So yeah, all good so far and feeling ready to start the Grand Prix.
And what are your impressions of the car's pace? Have you done much low fuel running?
Not completely, of course. You never push the car to its maximum. Also driving-wise, you don't take all the risk in general during testing. But yeah, we start to have a feel. That was the most important. Not necessarily focusing exactly on lap times, but to get that right before getting into the race weekend, where it's going to be quite short and limited, is the most important.
And Esteban, you're happy to be back working with Otmar Safnauer again.
Yeah, it's good to see Otmar, of course, back in the team. I hope he's going to bring us, all his experience. And I know him well. And we've definitely, starting to work very closely.
Great, thank you. Mick, coming to you, tell us about the Haas and the car and the progress you're making with it.
Yeah, the progress is definitely there. Unfortunately, I didn't get to drive much yet. Hopefully, we'll be able to change that tonight. We have a long session coming in, and hopefully a lot of laps. And let's talk about your new teammate as well, Kevin Magnussen. Your thoughts on working with him this year? No, it's definitely beneficial for me and for the team. I think he's been part of it for 4 years. Then obviously had a 1 year break now, but no, everybody likes him in the team. I think the emotion and the feeling in the team is really good, he's a good reference. So it's only positive for now.
And from what you've seen, do you think it's a similar driving style to yours? Is he saying the same things about the car as you've been saying?
Well, he's had a few more laps than me yesterday, so. Hopefully the comments match tonight. But then for now, for what I see, it's good. He's brought really good stuff into the team, and hopefully I'll be able to confirm them.
Okay, thanks, Mick. Charles, the Ferrari continues to look very drivable and fast. Is that the reality of the situation?
Well, fast I don't know. Reliable it is, and this is already a good thing. We've done many laps. No big issues. We've done all the tests that we wanted to do, which is very important. But then for the pace, we have no idea. I mean, it doesn't really mean anything for now, but it's a positive test until now for us. And
from a driving point of view, do you feel you've worked out how to extract the maximum from it?
The maximum, not yet, but we're definitely getting there. I mean, again, the fact that the car is reliable and that we can do many laps helps us also as drivers to try and test different driving styles. Also, the wind has changed quite a bit compared to the previous days today, so it will be interesting to test that this afternoon. But yeah, I think it will take a bit more time before we use the 100% of this car. That is quite a different driving style. And it takes a bit of time to get used to it.
Thank you, Charles. And Seb, thanks for waiting. Just progress at Aston Martin.
Well, I think similar to everybody else, similar challenges, obviously overcoming the porpoising. which has been keeping us all busy and on our toes. But yeah, we are trying a lot of different things. So far, everything is running. But yeah, obviously the track time that we have is very, very useful and vital for us to be in a position that we can race next weekend.
And new team principal, Mike Crack. First impressions of working with him?
Well, I know him a little bit from my past. It goes back a long time, but we still know each other. And yeah, I think he's a great addition to the team. And, he knows obviously all the engineering background, but he's developed over, I think, the last decade really well. And I think the role fits him, and it will help us to, get a good direction in the future, which I feel is what we need.
When did you work with him in the past? Was that BMW Sauber?
Yeah.
Was he your engineer?
He was head of engineering at the time. We had the Friday car, I don't know if you remember as well, and he was running the car a couple of times as well. So yeah, it's a bit of time ago.
Thank you, Sebastian. Let's open this to the floor here in Bahrain. Who's got our first question, please?
Abhishek Takle from Midday. This is a question to Mick. You spoke about how Kevin can be a good benchmark for you. How do you see your sort of your relationship with him developing? Do you see it as an opportunity to measure yourself against him, or do you see him as someone who could mentor you because of his experience? Thank you.
I think that obviously I can benefit from his experience, and also I think he's a good benchmark. So now I have the opportunity to kind of measure myself and have the pressure and kind of try and deliver under pressure too.
Thanks, Mick. Next one, please.
Claire Cottingham from Race Fans. Question for Sebastian. Firstly, your helmet design. If you could just talk about a little bit why it was so important for you to make a stand on the point with "No War" written on your helmet. And also, just to clarify, there was a flag issue that got removed. I just wondered if I could get your thoughts on that as well and the response to what kind of happened there, please.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I wish, I would have not come up with the design because there was no need. So obviously it's a strong sign to just show the support. All the drivers got together as well on Wednesday, and we thought we used the opportunity to just show that we are united and take a stand. So it's horrible what's happening, and it keeps on being. It's like a nightmare, and we don't seem to wake up. So that's the simple reason why my helmet design is quite simple and but effective. I decided to go that way, and around the bottom there's just the opportunity as a small sign to have all the flags of the world. And apparently I didn't check all the flags, but apparently there were some issues, so minor ones. So I took the little sticker off. Because some people got upset, which I think fails the message. The message is that obviously the whole world should be united and is united. I think to fight war. I think we grew up in the times of peace, and I think we appreciate peace a lot. So therefore, as I said, it's like a nightmare and a shock to see the images and to see what's happening, to hear the news, and yeah.
Thank you. Next one, please.
Christopher Linden from Vaasabladet. A question for Valtteri. Drive to Survive was released yesterday, and you're in one episode with Russell, and you're having this fight about the contract, but you told us very openly during the Easter how it went for you. Have you been able to see this episode, and do you think it's good it's maybe not shown in the same way that it happened in real life?
I haven't seen any of that, so I don't really know, because obviously they take bits and pieces from different races and situations, so I don't really know exactly what you're referring to, so I can't really say much. Normally I don't really like watching myself on TV, so